Hey gang, what's up gang? How are we doing today gang? I am Senpee and in today's video, as you can see, we are playing Minecraft, but it's a bit of a different video today. We aren't in the old school world today, and it's not the modern world either. Instead, this is a completely different world that we are on. This is my friends and I survival world. We've been playing on this world now for almost 2 weeks, and suffice to say, it's been a really fun 2 weeks of playing Minecraft with the gang. And I thought, I'm playing this game, why not record it and show you guys what my friends and I have managed to do in the span of 2 weeks, because I feel like we've done quite a fair amount. So I'm going to get my horse. This is Biscuit. If I take off, oh my god, right, I know I need to explain the lore to you guys, but I'll do that in a minute. This is Cookie, shall I say. This isn't Biscuit, this is Cookie. So yeah, she is one of my favorite horses. Put the armor back on there. I just wanted to show you guys her fur or her coat or whatever. But yeah, I'll hop on Cookie and I'll give you guys a tour of this world. Also, let me take the shield out of the way because I hate shields. It blocks so much of your view. So a couple of weeks ago, some old friends from high school reached out to me and I reached out to them, and we mutually agreed that we should sort of relive the COVID days. I'm sure many of you guys had Minecraft worlds during COVID with your friends, and maybe you guys still play on those worlds, or maybe those worlds are just storage files that are just taking up space. But those worlds mean a lot, and those memories also mean quite a lot as well. And so my friends and I, we've decided to relive some of those memories, but in a different world, new people, new experiences, new everything. And this is what we managed to come up with. This world is far from finished. More people are coming online. We got some new members who are going to be joining today, which is very exciting. But yeah, this is what we managed to do in 2 weeks. I know that single player worlds in 2 weeks can be more developed than what we have, but we're all busy people. We've got uni and jobs and whatnot, so this is very much a world that we come on to relax and casually play. So yeah, I'll just start the tour off with my house. So if Cookie, if you just stay here. Oh my god, I cannot play this game for the life of me. Yeah, this is my house. Called it the shack. Our first few nights were spent in the shack together, and then sort of everyone then branched off into their own houses, made their own stuff, but I decided to stay in the shack because when it comes to me, I don't really care for big nice houses. I more so like to do community projects, so this is like just me living the bare minimum. It gets the job done. Got a bed, got some smelting stuff, some craftables, and then all my storage stuff. So we've got my valuables, wool, which will be important for my future projects, wood, flora, blocks, nether related stuff. But yeah, this is just a little shack just to spend the night in and store all my items. And then if we head back over here, this is sort of my ravine and mine. There's quite a few mines scattered across the world. When we look at the world map, I'll tell you where they are, but this is one of them. I really like this place to mine in because it's like right next door. If I just go down here, and then if we head over here, then this is where the actual caves begin. I don't really play the modern versions of Minecraft. I got my old school Minecraft series, but these flipping caves, like Oh my god, you guys see this? Like, it is insane, and it is right by the house, which is so cool. So yeah, this is where I do most of my mining, and some of my friends also mine down here as well. Yeah, so I got one of my friends online right now. She's playing on the world too. This is a realm because I'm not going to be online 24/7, so I made it into a realm so that people can join even when I'm not on here and progress. Oh, it's raining. Isn't that fun? Yeah, I'm the Minecraft expert, guys. But yeah, so that is the ravine sort of area. There's some more stuff down by there, but for now we'll just stick to the main base camp. So this is the newest addition that I made. This is the warts and melons area. This is my parrot, Rio. Absolutely love him. What a cutie. Yeah, I literally made this last night. I stayed up until 3 AM making this little nether wart area, and then back here then we got our melons. Yeah, I just thought it would just be like a really nice way to sort of spruce up this area. But yeah, one of the things about me is that I really like trees. I really like trees. This entire area was like had no trees whatsoever. All these trees that you see I've planted myself because I just like forests and little clearings and all that. And there was a clearing by here which I thought would be a nice place to put the netherwort farm and the melon farm. And then by here then there was a couple of trees that grew together that were really tall, and so my friend, he wanted to make a tree house, and I suggested that he builds his tree house by here because there was a bunch of tall trees already growing together. That nerd pole is from day 2 or the nighttime on day 1 when a bunch of skeletons, creepers, zombies were after me, and I just nerd pulled up because I just could not handle it. It was too much stress. Let me go to bed. Oh, is she not going to bed? You can see her house in the distance. It's a really nice house that she's got. But yeah, there are a lot of monuments and memories scattered across this world. But yeah, so this is Oxel's, that's not his real name, but that's his username. This is Oxel's house, tree house. He has been in some videos before, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah. So we got my house, and then if we head down here, oh, my dogs. Hello. How can I forget? This is my dog Humphrey, and then this is Oxel's dog. I don't know what she is called, but yeah. This is my dog. I got him on like the 3rd or 5th day. Do I have any raw meat on me? No, I do not. I shall feed the dogs later. This is Oxel's horse, and then this is basically our fishing area. Peter Union member. Pretty self-explanatory. These are not the right conditions for a fish to spend their entire life in, but you know, we need... Where's my fishing rod? Oh, I must have put it in the chest. But we needed a little area to do our fishing in, because that's how we like the quickest way to get good items in the early game is to just fish them. Oh my god, my bow and arrow and all that are all gone. Right, let me go ahead and quickly grab my items just to show you. Maybe some valuables. Yeah, these like items I got whilst fishing. I don't think these are the right ones. This chest. Yeah, that's the fishing rod and that's my bow. These I managed to get whilst fishing. Oh my god, why is it... Okay, there we go. Okay, beautiful. But yeah, like a lot of good items we managed to get whilst fishing. So that's one of the things that I recommend, is that if you guys want good powers, like I managed to get a mending bow through fishing, and this was quite early on in the game, so you know, fishing is a very good way. This used to be the original fishing pond, but yeah, we've since moved it to Oxel's house. And then if I take Cookie, we shall tour the rest of the world. So this is the world map by here. I really like maps, and I like really big maps, and I think one of the coolest things is to have one of these world maps. These are all 1-to-1 maps, level 0 or level 1 maps. And yeah, so one of the nice things about this world and the generation is that we are here, this is base camp, and then there's this really long river that flows in and out and meanders, and it takes you directly to a village. There's two ways of getting there. I like to travel by horse through this continent, over that stream, and then into there, or the other alternative is to take a boat and make your way through. And I think it's really nice to have a map that shows it, so that you don't get lost. And then here we got our sheep pen. As you can see, we've got sheeps of every sort of colour. That's because I want to make some colourful builds, and in order to do that I need colourful wool, which is why I got a chest full of colourful wool. And this is where I harvest the wool. And then here we got our cow farm. As you can see, very bare bones. We've had this cow farm since like day 10, and it stayed the exact same, and they definitely need a new place to stay because this is giving animal cruelty, but that's for a later time. And then we got our farm by here. If I put Cookie by there, this is a really nice farm. I just like to wander through here from time to time. And one of the things that I didn't realize is that by cross planting different vegetables, they grow faster. So this thing replenishes itself within a day. You know, all the crops are fully grown within a day, and it's so cool. And there's our little scarecrow. But yeah, that's like the main farm of the world, and we use that to feed all our animals, mainly the cows. And then when I play Minecraft, I tend to be vegetarian or pescatarian, and so the carrots and the potatoes are for me to eat, and then the wheat is for the animal feed. And then by here, then we got a little group campsite that I made. This is mainly to just track progress and for other people to sleep in. As you can see, this is Hamza's bed. If you know Hamza from some of my previous videos, he's been on this world, and I just made like a temporary little place for him to sleep under here. So if anyone wants to join the world and they need just a place to stay, you could just pop your bed down here in the meantime. But yeah, it's just like a cute little cozy area, and this is where I like to keep the food for the dogs. So let's go feed the dogs whilst we're at it. I am on peaceful mode right now because I don't want any mobs attacking me whilst I'm doing this. Let's just feed the dogs. That's fun. There are some more dogs and animals to feed later on, so I'll go ahead and keep that on me. Do I have any raw fish? I should have raw fish. I should have plenty of raw fish. That's because I need to feed my cat. Alright, come on, Mittens. This is my cat, Mittens. An absolute cutie patootie. Love her. Got her from the village. And so now she's here and she watches us go about our business. And also she helps to ward off creepers, obviously. Ooh, okay. So, well, oh my god. The reason why I'm still thinking about leashing my horses is that I went ahead and lost one of my horses because I like dismounted it for like 5 seconds to grab something from the shack. I come out and the horse is completely gone. So, that's why I'm like very thinking about my horses and having them tied up. This is Megan's house. She is one of my high school friends, known her for a very long time. But yeah, very nice, very big house with an extended bit as well. Very, very nice. It's giving mansion, Barbie's dream house. And then we got our little enchantment area here. And then this is like a job boards thing, or like a messages for the realm Yeah, sometimes I just tell people, like for example when it came to the enchantment, I wasn't going to be online, so I needed people to like, you know, take care of the cows and the sugar canes, so that, you know, we can get this area built up and get the enchantments ASAP. But yeah, that's that. And then this is a very sad graveyard. All of these deaths have been because of me. We got Gregory the parrot, who is Rio's brother or cousin. They're not the same color, but they were from the same forest, so I like to assume that they're cousins. He was killed by a witch. We got Misty the horse, who was the horse that was off her leash and ran away. And then we got, oh, this should say Biscuit, not Misty. Hold on, let me change that. That should say Biscuit. I really like to travel by horse, and so when I go on my mining trips, there's one of the mines is down by there, and so I took my horse there, did my mining, had a bunch of loot, came back, and there's an island down by there that had a lava pool, and somehow my horse fell into the lava, and the horse and I died, and I lost all my loot. It was very sad, but I was more sad about the horse dying, because that horse was a really good horse. I miss Biscuit, but luckily we had Cookie, and Cookie is close enough. I think there are similar speeds and similar jump power to Biscuit, but Biscuit had a lot more health than Cookie, so yeah, it's really sad. This is our cactus farm. Oh my god, the things I had to... This is why my horses die, because I'm very careless. The things I had to do to get these flipping cactuses, I had to travel over 3,000 blocks away from spawn to find a desert, and then I got the cactus from there, because I really wanted green dye, and the easiest way to do that is to get the cactuses. And so I went ahead, got as much as I can, and made a farm. And then if we head down here, we got the stables, or the horse pen. This is where Cookie and her family all live. We got a bunch of different horses in here. We got Dash. Dash is the very first horse that I had. And then we got Galloper, who I tamed shortly thereafter. If I look inside here, we got a book. Oh, never mind, that book is not there. I know where it is. Hold on. Come on, Biscuit. We need to go back to the wart farm, because for some reason I kept the book in the wart farm, because I had it on me and I didn't want to thing. Okay, it should be... it's not in there. Oh my god, where is it? Is it in valuables? Oh yeah, there it is. This is a book that is all about the different horses that we got. But yeah, all these trees as well I've placed. This entire area was flat land and was just like had no trees whatsoever, and I just wanted to place them just so that we had a bit of interesting environment to look at, some flora and fauna. But yeah, so this book has all the different horses, what they look like, and then their stats. Very, very fun. So if we have a look at the horses, this is obviously Galloper, this is Spot, this is Apollo. When Biscuit passed away, Apollo became my new horse of choice, because he was like the closest thing I had to Biscuit. You know, he was fast and he could jump. And then I went ahead, and because I really like horses that can jump high, the thing with Galloper is that he is very slow. If I get him, let me come out here. As you can see, he is very slow, but yeah, he can jump, hence his name. But he was just very slow, so I bred Apollo and Galloper together, and then that's what led us to Cookie, who is, you know, good speed and can jump considerably high. This is what I used to test their jumping abilities. And then by here then we got the speed tester. Not very efficient though, because half the time they keep jumping over the flipping doors. Yeah, as you can see, that's 9 blocks. And then I think that's it for base camp. We do have some more cactuses and sugarcane by here, by the river, and this is, I'm gonna make a dock because a lot of people like to travel down the river because we've got some builds and stuff by there, and so I think it'd be nice to have like an official dock. Hold on, let me go to bed, otherwise Ruby will get mad at me. But yeah, I really like to do farms and just stuff like that. So, and a couple of other things that I want to make is like a furniture shop, which is why I got a lot of leather. A furniture shop and a cafe. I think those will be my next projects that I'll work on. But in the meantime, if we head on over by here, we got Raheem's house. Little shack, but he's one of those people where like he likes to, you know, try hard the game and get, you know, as much as he can. He doesn't really care about building. But yeah, that's his house. Oh my god, for a second I thought I lost Cookie. I almost cried. These walls as well I made because I can't deal with mobs. Because of the trees, mobs survive during the day. And so the main way to keep them out is by placing torches that they don't spawn, but also by placing the walls so that they can't get past certain points. So yeah, I went ahead and made the wall, you know, that lines all of that and all by here. And then we got the nether portal by here. And then 2 ways we can go to Ruby's house. We can go through here. Those are little things that I made so that, you know, at night, if mobs are coming, you know, you can stand up here and shoot them. But yeah, if we go down here, we got Ruby's house. So pretty. Let's say hello. Hey, hold on, let me wave as well. Oh. There we are. Yeah, this is Ruby's house. Very, very nice. She plays on iPad, so, you know, this is very impressive to me for someone to build all this on an iPad. But yeah, I used to play Pocket Edition and it was a lot, so I empathize a lot. But yeah, it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's see if she has anything else to say. Yeah, Ruby's one of my oldest friends. I've known her for like, oh my god, I think almost approaching 10 years now. Flippin' heck. But yeah, we've been friends for a very, very long time. But we never played Minecraft together. Yeah, normally we play on call so that we're not, you know, texting on chat, but I wanted to record this video, so we'll just have to deal with text. But yeah. Wow. Very nice carpet. The house reminds me a lot of like the villager, like the old school villager homes. It looks really nice. And then this is the back garden. Wow. That's the pond. that is Ruby's house. Little house tour from the girl herself. And I didn't put my horse on a leash, and there he is. Okay. Come on, Biscuit. Down by here is another ravine. But it's a water one, so, you know, it's a bit annoying. And then, you know what, whilst we're here, I'll show you guys the clubhouse. This is something that Ruby and I made. Getting to it is low-key a nightmare, but hopefully it won't be too bad. That's like Ruby's staircase that she made, but it's low-key dangerous. People have died going down those stairs, so I prefer this way because it's not so steep and it's also easier on the horses. Oh, got some horses down by there. Let's see. Okay, then yeah, so we got the clubhouse by here that Ruby and I made. The club. Let me just park my horse. Yeah, cool people only. Very fun, very nice. This is a very fun area. I need to bring a jukebox in here so we can play music. These poles, they're for support, foundation purposes. You know, we'll just, yeah, they're to support the ceiling. Yeah, they're not for anything else. You know, they're not, you know, I don't be doing anything else in my spare time, you get me? And then if we head down by here, this is like an extra bedrooms for people to sleep in. If they want to sleep at the clubhouse, you know, if they had a rough night, they can, you know, sleep down there instead of, you know, traversing those monstrous steps and potentially kill themselves, which is what happened in the past. But yeah, this is the clubhouse. I very, very, very much like this area. I think it's really nice, and we did a good job. Now it's time to get back down though, which is a very dangerous thing. Actually, you know what? No, I'm up here. I'll show you guys Amir's castle. How do we get to the castle? I think it's down by here. We need to have an official road linking the two. Amir is also a very, very old friend of mine. I've known him again for like, you know, a good 8 years. And we always be playing Minecraft together. And like Raheem, he likes to just speedrun the game and get the best loot ASAP. But this time he actually, well, he has all the best loot, but he actually wants to like build something as opposed to just like having everything and then not building anything. So he's building a castle. It's very much bare bones. He goes to university in a different city, so half his stuff is there, half his stuff is back at, you know, his regular house. So I'm pretty sure his gaming setup's at uni, so that's why he hasn't been on, because, you know, he can't really game on his iPad like Ruby. He's not a Chad like that. But yeah, I can't wait to see like how this looks. I think it's gonna look really cool when it's done, especially with the deep slate. But yeah, that's Amir's castle, which is a work in progress. And then we'll head back down. And I'll show you guys. I mean, that's pretty much most of the world. It's just base camp and then a few little bits scattered around. There we are. Got down nice and safely without breaking my horse's ankles. Also, in terms of world spawn is down by here. This, I think the torch marks world spawn. So when you spawn into the world, you'll pretty much be like in this little area by here. Which is why I got this welcome to base camp sign, population, and then everyone's names of the people who have joined the server or the realm. If we head on past the horses, the stables. We've got the official exit / entrance to base camp. I made this sign. I'm probably going to change it because, yeah, as you can see at night, it blends in quite a bit. So, yeah. But yeah, I think it's quite nice, you know, to have like a very nice entrance. Right, I think Ruby's going to go to sleep, so let me just head on back. Yeah. Let's put the horse on a leash. And let's go to sleep. This right here is my first iron sword, which I enchanted. Ignore the name. Same thing with my bow. Ignore the name. This is a very powerful bow that I got while fishing. Yeah, I fished out this bow. Fishing is such an underrated skill, guys. Like, literally, you can get such good items, and you don't need to like waste enchantment levels enchanting your stuff, because you could just fish it out. If we head on out here, we'll head over to the village. Yeah, I do want to develop this area a bit, perhaps have a road connecting the village to base camp, but that's for later down in the line. Yeah, if we look out here, yeah, that's Amir's castle down by there. Oops. Oops. Yeah, this is why I want an official road, because it's very dangerous for my horses. Whoa, 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 whoa. The village has changed quite a bit. I haven't updated the map. Amit and Raheem, they like to do a lot of raids. And so they were like grinding, getting a bunch of totems. And so the village looks very different now because they've gotten their totems and everything. But they want to, you know, do the villager trading hall and all that. So they've completely transformed the village, and they're in the middle of doing that. So you shall see. It looks very different from what it looks like on the map, because the map hasn't been updated yet. Right then, as you can see, the village has been completely flattened. This box is going to be the trading hall. Yeah, it's quite scary. I really liked this village because it's like halfway between the jungle, which is like down by there, and so like normally I would like go to the jungle, do the whole day, and then I would come back and spend the night here, and then go to base camp. But obviously I can't do that anymore because they've flattened the whole village. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with the village. Can I jump up there? Should be able to. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how this looks in a few weeks. I can imagine it will look very different. But yeah, that's the village, and then there's like a jungle biome down by there, but you guys have seen jungle biomes, I can imagine it's nothing new. Then there's the sign that signals base camp. And yeah, now we're back inside base camp. So if I just park my horse, I think that is everything in the world, I can't lie. You know what, let's feed Mittens, and I forgot to feed my other dog. Where is he? There he is. This is my other dog who I got when I was exploring the world trying to find those cactuses. I don't have a name for him yet, but oh well. I don't know if I explained, but this is Ruby's horse. His name is Freud. She named him that after Sigmund Freud. But yeah, that's her horse. And so yeah, I think that's pretty much everything to see in the world. We've had this world now for almost 2 weeks. On Friday it'll be officially 2 weeks, which is very, very fun. I wanted to do this video just to kind of have like a visual reminder of what the world used to look like, because I can imagine now that like a lot more people are going to be joining. Oh, the pumpkin screw, yay. Now that a lot more people are going to be joining, I can imagine that the world's going to look very different, and there are a lot more projects and stuff that we are all going to be working on, and so yeah, I can imagine that it will look very, very different, and I'll do a video update as well. Oh, I didn't explain this bridge. One of the things that Megan is going to work on is a large statue of Oxel's skin. That's because Oxel's skin is a Steve jockey. He is Steve riding a chicken, and we thought it was so funny that it deserves a nice big monument or nice big statue. So the statue is going to be somewhere here. And it's going to overlook the ocean, kind of like the Statue of Liberty. But yeah, that's something that Megan's going to be working on, which will be very, very fun. So yeah, hopefully when I do another video tour, that'll be done. That's also an incinerator for junk items. But yeah, as the sun sets on the world, I shall wrap this video up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any ideas or suggestions, or even if you want to play on this world, I have no objections. The more people that play, the merrier. But yeah, this has been my little world tour. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys in another video. Bye.